G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Protoss vs Zerg cast that I will be bringing to you from Heart of the Swarm here today. We're going to be on Belshir Vestige, and I thought I'd bring a match between these two players that we've got because, well, one of the previous casts that if you saw it, you may have been a little bit discontent with the finish of the game, so I thought I'd bring another one to you that was sent through to me. In fact, we'll start up with the player who sent through the replay to me and said, you know what, maybe you'll want to cast this one. It is a great example of how his Zergy opponent plays the game. Starting up at the top left-hand side is our Blue Protoss player currently playing for Clarity Gaming Academy. It is Bones. And his opponent down on the bottom right-hand side, they previously faced off on Daybreak, and it was a very long, turtley style from our Zerg player. It is Root Gaming's CatZ. And we'll see what these guys decide to do here on this map. It should be really interesting. CatZ is, obviously CatZ's main sort of ZVP style depends on a little bit of turtling, a little bit of a spine crawler and swarm host usage alongside the other caster units such as the infestors and the vipers to keep your opponent at bay while you slowly siege them down with the swarm host. So we'll see how Bones decides to react today. I think the map doesn't bode as well for that style that CatZ likes to use. Normally, like the reason that it used to work so well on maps such as Daybreak and Nuco Precinct is that you can very easily split the map. But on this map here, Bones does have multiple attack paths. Of course, you've got the paths coming down the sides, you've got a couple through the middle as well, and then also, you know, down the left-hand side if need be too. So I think CatZ will probably play this one a little bit differently to that particular game, but Bones is going to open us up with a pylon block down here at the natural base of CatZ. CatZ instead decides to take the third just off to the side as you normally would, and Bones, it looks like he's, yep, waiting for that the 400 minerals, I should say. I was about to say 100 minerals for a Nexus. Wouldn't that be quite interesting? But he does go for a Nexus first, a little bit more of a daring play here. A lot of players will say to you, you know, if you're going to pylon block, you will need to get the Forge up pretty quickly because the Zerg player might have their spawning pool back inside the main building. But Bones, where the CatZ likes to play things a little bit differently, we can see the CatZ just responding in kind, throws down the third I was about to say spawning pool. I am way off this morning, guys, sorry. The third hatchery goes down, and it looks as if Bones might try and get some cannon action going down at the third base. So he walks all the way back down towards the natural. He's going to continue to block this off with a gateway that's going to go down here at the natural. So CatZ is in a little bit of an awkward position right now. We'll see if this cannon rush actually gets up and running here. I'm not sure how far Bones is going to be able to go with this, but CatZ, we'll see how quickly he reacts to this. It is quite far away. To get over to where this cannon rush is occurring, it's going to take CatZ quite a lot of time. So I think he's just going to decide to, yep, he's just going to let it go. He's probably not going to be able to save that hatchery at all, I think. And we can see him picking up the 2 gas inside the main spawning pool as well. Got a few drones here at the main base, but still sitting at around about 19 to 18. So Bones will need to be very careful with how he proceeds from here. CatZ is going to lose that third base. He's probably just going to let that go and not build any units over there. In fact, yes, he will. He'll build an Overlord and a drone here. I'll be interested to see if this drone can escape. But continuing on with the production here, we've got lots of gas now coming in. 3 and 3 in those extractors there. So he is going to bring along quite a lot of gas. And I think we may see something that I have seen CatZ do a couple of times on his stream, which is the proxy swarm host play. There's the drone, gets taken down pretty quickly there, unfortunately for CatZ. Throws down his hatchery here at the, well, what could possibly be a 4th or a 5th base, but Bones has seen this, and we'll see how he reacts to that. What he has not seen is the drone that's just sitting out here at the, just outside the natural base, and CatZ, there you go, CatZ will be CatZ. He'll throw down the hatchery just outside, and I think we are going to get that swarm host play. So, lair now on the way. CatZ has got a decent economy back inside here at the main base, so he's got lots of gas coming in, quite a few drones as well. We'll probably see him sort of stick around about that sort of, probably it will stick not too much further than the 30 drone mark for quite a while here while he gets this proxy attack going. But the cybernetics core now up, double cannons at the front, a gateway and a forge helping out with the wall here. So Bones has got a relatively strong wall here Obviously, there is just a tiny hole just across to the side, but that won't be of too much consequence here. But we will see the Swarm Host probably come out very soon. The lair is now completed and just waiting for that infestation pit, and bam, there you go. So it is going to be a Swarm Host play. We've seen CatZ do this. If you watched Swag Surgeon versus CatZ on Akalon Waste, we saw this play from him there, and well, we'll see if Bones is going to be able to detect this attack coming, because that hatchery is actually not too far away. I'll be interested to see if he's going to make it across in time, but CatZ is still just floating through. He's going to check out exactly what's going on. No Stargate, which is a nice way to initially counter a proxy Swarm Host play, but the probe has actually found the offending hatchery just across to the side. Mothership Core is going to come along and see what damage he can get done, but unfortunately, Mothership Core doesn't exactly do that much damage, so he's not going to be able to get too much done here. Hatchery cancelled up there at the, well, I don't know, the natural base, we'll call that, and CatZ will have to get a couple of Spore Crawlers going, because this, while the Mothership Core doesn't exactly do a massive amount of damage, eventually she may be able to knock down a couple of these buildings here, but it looks as if Bones is going to try and react as best as he can. An extra cannon going down inside the natural base. We'll see a couple of extra gateways go up as well. Spore Crawler finally finishes a queen as well. A couple more spores will be finished up, and it looks like this queen, if she can survive, she can start spreading some creep. In the first two of the Swarm Hosts have now hatched just outside the natural base. They're going to move forward. A third also joins the crew, and they will start slowly sieging up and attacking into the natural base here of Bones. Now, as a Protoss player, you're thinking, well, this is a little bit of an interesting situation. What do I need to do? There are some various ways you can try and deal with this. As many players will know that, you know, the Colossi are a great way to deal with this kind of attack here, but proxy hatchery Swarm Hosts makes it a lot more difficult to get the amount of Colossus out in time that you need. So a secondary forge is going to go down. A robo has been started, but it is still a little while out from being completed. And as we see, as time goes by, the Swarm Host count will increase, which means the Locust DPS will start getting higher and higher. And I think if Bones just sort of needs to hold up here, or perhaps just move up and just say, alright, well, I'm not going to really control that natural base for too long. And for all intents and purposes, he doesn't really know that CatZ has cancelled that base, but if he can perhaps somehow get a scout out, he may be able to see that the economy of CatZ isn't exactly in a great position right now, but he is still mining away quite nicely just on the one base for the moment, protected by a Spine Caller. We'd love to see a Spore just as well in case there's a possibility of some DTs, but now as we see the cybernetic score goes down, the first of the gateways at the front is also in jeopardy now. The 7 Swarm Hosts at the front door of Bones are going to start really causing havoc now that there is basically no defense at this base. The Robo Bay going down in the back for Bones, but unfortunately I don't think this is going to help out in time. Bones is going to decide it's time to sacrifice that natural base. Can't really do much here. A couple of Zealots have gotten out across the map. He has finally scouted out that that base is not there anymore, and they will be able to poke inside the main base but not really get too much done. There is a Swarm Host and also a Spine there to protect that. And now going up to the Hive Tech, CatZ is just going all out with this play right now. These Swarm Hosts at the front door just continually knocking down the buildings left, right, and center. Nexus is going to be next, I would say, and we'll see how Bones is going to deal with this. His first, we're actually going to get a Warp Prism coming out of him here, and we'll see what this can be able to do. Perhaps if he can make his way down towards the back and then drop some of the units off and take down some of the, maybe get the hatchery, maybe get the queen and some of these units here. But the problem is dealing with the Swarm Hosts. They've got really just the one observer out at the moment. You can't really move that into position because of these, because of the Spore Crawlers that are here to protect against any air units and also against those cloaked units as well. So Bones is now in quite a lot of trouble here. He's going to have a very difficult time protecting his base. There are now a total of 8 Swarm Hosts here with the 3 Spore Crawlers to help, and those Queens also helping out with the defense of the Swarm Hosts as well. And CatZ is pretty much, he can probably look to take his natural base now, because he is pretty much, he's got his opponent on the back foot, and Bones, he's going to try and do what he can. First Colossus now on the way, extended Thermal Lance, his big research, but I think it is all going to be a little bit too late, unfortunately. Perhaps maybe could have gotten some more sentries just to slow this down as much as he can. while he gets out another couple of Colossi, but with one Colossus, it's not really enough damage. You need probably more like, probably 3 to 4 Colossus at this point to deal with that many Swarm hosts that are slowly just sieging up this main base. And CatZ, well, he's done it yet again. He's got a few more defenses back at home, but with the Hive now up and running, we'll probably see him maybe even add in a Viper or so just to utilize an Abduct or something like that. But CatZ, well, it's the slow death of Bones, I would say, right here. He is force fielding off the ramp as best as he can, but he's about to run very, very low on force fields right now. A second Colossus is about to pop out. Extended Thermal Lance is also done. But will it be enough? Will he have enough power to push back against all of these Locusts here? Spines have now been prepared as well. The couple of Queens are also alongside to defend against any possible counterattacks that Bones may try and execute. I think once he gets this third Colossus up, then he'll look to push out here. But even then, as I said, I'm really not sure that's going to do too much. And there it is, a Viper with a double Abduct picks off the Mothership Core and a Colossus. And the Queens then polish off the remaining Mothership Core on very low health there. And that is pretty much it, folks. With the Colossus count now just reduced to 1, with a second one about to pop out, I don't think there is any way that Bones is going to be able to save this. The Locusts start making their way inside the main base. Going to start slowly sieging up, taking out as many of these units as they can, just blasting away that Colossus. In fact, almost taking that down straight away. And they will take down the Robo straight away. And that is pretty much it. Bones with 2 Colossus is going to try and do what he can here. I don't think there's any way he's going to be able to move out right now, though. He puts down another Robo facility, but the Locust slowly, Swarm host slowly moving up. And, well, that slow death will continue here. CatZ is now about to secure his natural base. A couple of Swarm hosts will help out with the defense there. But the big action is all happening here at the natural base of Bones, with the static defenses all set up. The Spine Crawlers, the Spore Crawlers as well, the couple of Queens. The Viper has been feeding, and he's back up to full energy. And he's going to look to get another Abduct or 2 off. And if he can do that, then, well, yeah, the game is over even quicker than it possibly could be. But Bones is going to try and just take some more time, be very patient here. He's building some of his more gateways down at the back, but I'm not sure how long this is going to last. The Locusts continue to slowly siege their way up and take down the various buildings of Bones. And as they slowly move in, the building count decreases, unit count will decrease, and there it is. I think Bones is just going to start to move out here. We'll see how much damage he can get done. CatZ is just being very careful with his Viper here. He knows that the units are approaching, and if he can get a... Yep, there is their Abduct, probably a second one as well. There it is, right on top of the Queens. Take down the Colossus, and, well, that is pretty much it. Viper's going to feed off that hatchery right now and just be able to finish off everything right now. Even a transfuse, very clever stuff there by CatZ to keep that hatchery alive. Doesn't really want to lose that just because it helps out with the resupply of units at this front section of the base. But now we can see the Colossus moving forward, trying to take down some of those static defenses. But CatZ with a good transfuse on the Spine Crawler will keep that alive. And I think these Vipers are going to come along and abduct that Colossus and seal the deal here for CatZ. There it is. And there is the full CatZ experience for Bones here, with the Swarm host play at the front door. A little, that's a smiley face you don't often see, but that is pretty much it. Bones is probably gonna, I don't know, pull his probes or something like that, but there you go. I've now received the true CatZ experience. GG from Clarity Gaming Academy's Bones. He was unfortunately not able to deal with that pressure at the front door. The Swarm host proxy hatchery play from CatZ coming out yet again, as I'm sure many people love to see every now and then, and it worked quite perfectly here in this game. Hope you all enjoyed the match. It was a really interesting short game, but a very interesting one nonetheless. I'll catch you guys next time. Blast down those Hydras, bodies being blown apart everywhere there. And Awake is just left with a few Swarm hosts in the ground. We've got 6 over here, not a massive total. And now we can see with the scan going down, I don't think that Awake